just going to do this. This is when everybody knows we've started. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday. Hello, love.
Hello.
Oh,
Fancy seeing you here.
I know. Anyone would think we just bumped into each other outside the Beacon. Here we are in the Beacon on the West Hill. St Mary's Terrace, is that right?
Yep.
Officially. Very
Below
posh.
the terrace.
What, darling?
Below the terrace.
Below the terrace.
Yes.
So very good. If you're going to buy anywhere, darlings, one of the best streets in town, isn't it?
Make your offer now.
Make your offer.
Yeah, it's for sale.
Oh, here we are. So it's Wednesday. I don't know what time it is, but I think we're running on schedule. Maybe not. We're a bit behind. So here we are, it's Wednesday, and for those who are new to this wonderful podcast in Hastings St Leonards, we are Our Town Has Plenty. And to prove we had plenty, I put a shout out and said, who wants to come in and co-host?
And I said yes.
Yes,
Yeah, I said I'll do
Amanda.
it. Yeah.
I'll do it, she says.
Give it a
She's
go.
great. And how do we know each other?
Well, I met you at an improv thing.
Yes.
And yeah, I saw you on stage and you were really funny. And then you said you liked my shoes, which was a weird one.
Oh no.
And then,
It's true. She had
Yeah.
great footwear. She stuck out because I saw Amanda improving after Kath did her debut.
Yeah.
And
yeah, and you said, I think that was the main thing. The performance was good, but the shoes were upstaging.
Rocking,
Yeah.
absolutely rocking. Yeah, she got great footwear choice.
Yeah.
But actually, what I loved about Amanda, to be perfectly fair, is who's your co-host today? And I'm hoping we can persuade her to stay, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Dear reader, dear viewer, dear listener, dear follower, and etc. Because your timing is impeccable.
Thank you.
You laugh at the strangest things like I do,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
welcome aboard, darling.
Thank you very much.
Let's have a little high five, shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Women are doing it for themselves. Sorry, Alfie. So this is introducing Amanda. So welcome her fondly, everybody in the Our Town Has Plenty land. So here we are sitting in one of my favourite places to have Sunday dinner.
Sid.
And
Sid's
there
a
goes,
gardener.
there goes Sid the gardener. That's
as well
lovely.
as many other things.
Oh, okay. So Rack's got a
So
back view of Sid the gardener.
Sid is Dolly's brother.
Yeah.
It's all
Cousin,
happening.
yeah.
It's incredible.
Family affair.
It really is.
Yes. I was going to say incestuous, but I won't say
No,
that.
no,
Don't say that.
We'll wipe that out. But no, Patsy, with 1970s humour. The Beacon. Extraordinary. What an extraordinary place. And I was just saying, actually, which made you smile, I consider this place, I've been here since the early 80s, and I consider the Beacon, when you came, very important time you came, I consider the Beacon as an iconic building, an iconic venue, an iconic place, which always, it's like an incubator. It germinates, it sows seeds, it brings so much creative energy to this town.
And it's like a sort of guiding light, isn't it? I mean,
It
the
is.
idea that it's a beacon in a sort of, I don't know.
I never thought about that
Yeah.
before.
But yeah, it sort of glows and beckons you in, I suppose, is the idea. Was that the idea, a name, Beacon, or was it already called the Beacon?
It's been that since 1925. Before that it was other things like Alexandra. But because it was a school and
Yes, now that rings a bell in my memory.
well,
Before
we've
you
got
go.
Alexandra Park.
Yes. So we're going to give it some context, Judy. Judy Dewsbury. So Judy Dewsbury of our parish. Look at these fantastic shades she's wearing. she's rocked up in the lippy of the shades. You can take them off now, darling. You're good.
Thank you.
On the couch, I just to let you know. So we have like the Graham Norton sofa. So we have Dora Dewsbury,
Daughter, Judy,
Mother?
Dolly, niece,
Dolly niece, Alfie.
Alfie.
No relation.
Unrelated.
Unrelated chef in residence, is that right?
Yes,
Chef in
indeed,
residence.
And May, daughter-in-law.
And daughter-in-law May, who I met with Bev Harling at the Good Grief, which was great. Yeah, it's lovely to meet you. Oh, but here we are, you're back again. I'm so excited. And in our naughty corner, we have Sam Davey, who's going to be coming on after to talk about her fantastic writing project. So, whoop, whoop. Thank you for coming back, darling.
So happy.
I know.
So happy.
Actually, I say coming back. You're not coming back. You're coming on.
I'm coming on. We have spoken before in public, but never on this podcast.
Absolutely. We were at the Hastings Literary Festival last year, weren't we?
Absolute blast.
Oh, it was. It was hilarious. That was really funny. My first go at interviewing a real grown-up person.
I'm not a real
No,
girl.
no, you're not. This is true. This is true. Which is why I love you. So we've got Sam coming on. So and we have Rakesh. We mustn't forget our wonderful editor and videographer and all-time good man behind the brand as well. So thanks, Rak. So going back then, moving away. I didn't want to move away from the Beacon. Judy, I came in the early 80s, you came in the early 90s.
Yeah,
right?
1992 from London.
Yeah.
Been there with fashion, swanky modes.
Swanky modes. She did it very quietly. Swanky modes.
That was quite big. Yeah, big
But
brand.
we were in Camden for 2 decades.
Yeah.
And we're all still alive. Can you believe it?
Marvellous testament.
How many of you?
There were 4.
Mm.
Two of us were, had traditional, BAs and MAs and things like that, and the other 2 had no further education at all, and it was a fantastic pre-punk mixture.
Yeah, fantastic.
So you were designing everything?
Oh yeah,
marketing
designing.
everything?
We wholesaled. We had a shop at a time when you could just say, "Oh yeah, we'll rent that building." Well, no, and you'd got no money, but it didn't.
You just did it.
Yeah.
And then you happened to come here.
I was teaching at the Wandsworth branch of Chelsea School of Art with Angie Braven and Gus Cummins, who some people would know. They're artists who were here also teaching there, and they said, "Come and live in Hastings. Come and live in Hastings."
Before it got funky and interesting.
Oh yeah, well, everybody, but without exception, said that it was a folly.
Yeah.
And I proved them wrong.
What are you doing? Move in there. What makes you want to go to Hastings? We used to get that all the time. Why are you living there?
Yeah. People have they're given a one-way ticket here from the places they were thrown out of.
But look what you've done.
Yeah.
You created.
Well, we looked at it and went, oh, you could have lots of parties and park cars and boats, and that's what we did.
There was a lot of parties. I remember those.
It's famous.
There
for
were
its
good parties. Yeah, we got photographs to prove it.
Yeah.
So did you have any ideas for what you wanted to do with the house when you got it, or was it just moving to see what happens?
Well, we were living in a 2-bedroom maisonette in just down the road from Victoria Station in London, and this was like so big.
Yeah.
And it was about the same price.
Oh, yeah.
And we just have spent the last, we're still renovating because it's like the Forth Bridge.
Cool.
It's, maintenance, and it just changes the whole time.
It's a big
It's
Victorian. It's not a villa, is it? It's a massive, great Victorian detached house, isn't it?
Yeah,
With 1960s appendages.
Yes.
I love that.
And sometimes they are upgraded into a B&B.
Yes.
So you can see the before and the after.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the studio's B&B, and so
You've got Dave Redding out there. Famous.
Aren't we lucky?
Aren't you
Yes,
lucky? The
yeah.
famous Dave Redding.
No, he's great. He's got his own following.
Yeah, he has. Absolutely.
Oh no.
There we go, Dolly.
That's
my
the
alarm.
alarm.
Take
Oh,
my
iron tablet.
oh.
Sorry. I completely
Take your
forgot
meds.
about that. I'll do it later.
Take your meds, take your
Apologies,
meds.
apologies. It's on aeroplane
bless
mode
her.
and everything.
So you came here when it wasn't fashionable, as did I, and you bought your energy, your creative energy. Dora, were you born in London?
Yes.
And moved down?
So I was 11 when we moved here. So essentially the first, I don't know how many years, it was a family home. So 4 of us knocking around in that bloody great building.
Rattling.
Me and Jack, my brother, had come from, we were sharing a room in London and fighting horribly. Mum and Dad had to move their bedroom into the front room so to give us separate rooms. That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
And to going to literally having our own floors. You know, you could go days without seeing someone else. Because actually, originally there weren't any, when we first moved here, there weren't any internal staircases. So you had to go around the outside of the house to get
A cup of tea.
downstairs where Mum would be cooking dinner and you might be right up there.
So
Abseiling up and down. Yeah.
Which Jack used to do,
I
actually.
wonder why there were no internal because of what it was before, I suppose. Or why was there no stairs? I wonder.
I've forgotten to mention that I haven't got my hearing aids in.
Oh, sorry,
Don't
I
worry,
was
darling.
So,
So why did it have no staircase?
so it was divided into flats
Oh,
at
right,
one
of
point.
course. Yeah, so
Oh,
no
okay,
conjoining.
yeah.
No conjoining.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's always, because we're on this ridiculous hill, that you can always have an entry from
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
your own entry.
It's basically built into a cliff, isn't it? It's weirdly sort of.
Yes, we're sort of
situated.
teetering on the edge.
Yeah.
So
Like that, most
when did
patients.
you
On the edge.
when did you decide to sort of transform it and make it into something that was more of a creative hub? Was that
I think it was about 2013 when Dora had been working in London, living in London. She decided to move back here. Sarah, my sister, also, she was living in Seaford. She moved back here. Brought Dolly with her, and May and Jack.
Well, I didn't come for quite a while later.
Okay, so she's
We're
she was
trying to
late.
we're
I
trying
was
to
living
put
in
like
Berlin for quite a
30
long time,
years
so-
into a nutshell, I think.
I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say. It's,
So we're trying to, because there's
Yeah.
so much,
No,
but
exactly.
we've all kind of, gradually come in,
Mm.
you know, but Mum actually brought it up, through years and years and years. You were actually here on your own with
Yeah.
tenants.
I remember you being.
And that's
there.
when it really started to become an arts hub, because you did life drawing, you did
Exactly.
yoga,
Yeah, exactly.
you did
All the parties
supper
and-
talks, all these kind of different things, and she was doing that pretty much on her own.
Yeah, because I remember coming to things quite early on where you opened it up for it. We could come for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah.
And now it's become much more. I'm doing this compartmentalised, if you like, but it was very much a free fall at the beginning.
So I moved back in 2013. One of the times I moved back, and that's when I became a licensee and got the place licensed. So that's when it was sort of became a bit more sort of serious, I
Went
suppose.
up a notch,
yeah,
didn't it? Yeah, it's supposed to bring your own, because it always used to be a BYOB, didn't it?
yeah, can't do
It's
that.
like a
anymore.
speakeasy.
Yeah.
But so Dora,
Yeah.
you managed this whole.
Well, I'm definitely not on my own. we're a massive team, and
Yeah.
But we are, me and Sarah
Her
are
sister.
handing over the baton.
Oh.
Talk to me.
So we're trying to sort of steer the ship, and like I say, I'm definitely not alone. I've got my brother, who is May's husband, and May and Dolly and Sid. So we're kind of the next generation
I love that.
taking on
the
the
new generation.
yeah.
So you will mould it because it has had a particular character, this building, and offered the town an enormous amount. It's been incredibly generous to the town.
Thank you.
This building, it really does, and it has a very, very strong place in all our hearts. So what do you do here currently? Tell us what is happening now.
So we continue to do private hire, so parties, weddings, things like that. We're currently open Friday, Saturday, Sunday with our chef Alfie in resident. We've got artist studios in the back here, and then we've got a B&B on by May.
Because Dolly, you've got a screen printing
That's
business
right,
here,
yeah.
haven't you? Your
Yeah.
studio. So do you do those for the public? Is that something you make a business out of?
Yes, I've been doing screen printing on commission for quite some years now.
Nice.
And now I'm kind of trying to maybe slowly go on the journey of becoming an artist in my own right.
Nice.
Which I've never really managed to
As
do
opposed to an
before.
engineer.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's a completely different thing, really. Yeah, working on other people's artwork with screen printing, or just being an artist assistant doing other techniques and methods like painting or whatever. That's just a completely different thing than
People don't
being
think about that
creative
today.
yourself. It's it's a different way of life, and it's it's quite hard to put yourself forward in that way. So
Brave.
for me, honestly, I think being here at the Beacon has been key for me making that decision. I've never before felt like I was in a position and supported enough to do that. So yeah, it's great. Best studio ever.
Hats off, women, for that.
Yeah,
I love
gotta
that.
say, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
So moving around the table then, Alfie,
Hello.
one of the people who are not related to the
I
family.
am not. I'm a
You're an
third
anomaly.
party to this beautiful family,
Oh.
and I'm happy that they've opened their arms to me, honestly, because
Yeah.
they've been very welcoming and helped me along the way. Because this is the first venture on my own that I've ever done,
Love that.
and it could have gone one of two ways, and they have definitely made it a very easy transition.
Yeah, he's great though.
Yeah, so good.
He feeds you, ladies. Come along.
Yeah.
I am a
That's
feeder.
always a good
Yeah, I must say that.
Aside from that, really genuine, hard
He's a good
working
egg, isn't he?
chap.
Always
Absolutely.
smiling.
Always smiling.
Always.
But like brilliant to work with. Yeah.
So you're not a stressy chef?
No.
then?
No, well,
Never
I
swears.
have this conversation quite a lot with my best friend, who used to be my sous chef, and I came from a place called Water Lane. That's where I got a lot of my training from, and worked under a very, very good chef, Jed Red Bell, and I would say he taught me who I am as a chef and as a man today, because I've always looked for guidance, being raised as under a single mother.
Yeah.
And I always have this view of chefs before working with them as very grumpy, very, shouty, the Gordon Ramsay kind
High
of chefs.
maintenance
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. But I look at it now as like, I have such an amazing job, because there's nothing really that's overly puts me down.
Yeah.
I have this creative outlook in life. I get to actually care about the environment, because it's a trickle down effect to my job, because I always look in the seasons, what to use locally.
Yeah, true.
All of these things like that kind of.
So you're a
ground-
conscientious chef.
Oh, it's the only way to be now with because it's the job in itself is to pay the bills, and if people aren't getting this great product, they're not going to come and spend their money and it's all a trickle down effect. If you're a conscientious person because you want to get out a good product, you need to know where the good product's coming from. If you're in it just for the money itself, and no blame to that as well, you still need to be that person, because it's.
But you
it
want
comes
return
hand in hand.
business, don't you? You want people to come
Exactly,
back.
yeah. Everything comes hand in hand, and we're at a point now where margins are so thin, where
It's very hard. isn't it?
there's no point of waste, and to take something and make it great, it's a hard thing now. Yeah.
But bless you for doing it. I think we were talking about this before, Judy, when you're talking about people, they assume they see a big building, they see a service, and they go, oh, I've got to be rolling in it. I don't think anyone's that's Scott. Exactly. That's not says it all, doesn't it? Because people make assumptions.
Yeah.
And what appears to be grand is hard work, lots of maintenance, putting it all into what basically is provide a service for the town and to give people somewhere to go, and it's a venue. It's just amazing. Actually, moving round, I'm gonna keep going, and then the lovely May. Yeah, so you're sitting on the end, which is hilarious, because right at the end of this wonderful bank of 60s chalets, thank you, that's the word I was looking for, thank you, Dolly, is what was not a great building, but you, your mother-in-law said, turned it into something fantastic.
Yes, so we renovated it in 2021. So we were all living in here in lockdown, and so it kind of, actually at the time we were planning to build a house down here. So there's all these other kind of plans going around, and so Jack and I and the kids had moved in here. So there were lots of conversations about what next, and then decided to renovate the end chalet, which we did after lockdown, and turned it into it's a 1-bedroom self-catering, kind of put it on Airbnb, holiday let.
Nice.
So it's not B&B as in a bed and breakfast, it's self-catering, but and it's great. It's been really popular with both kind of local families who haven't got the space to put up their indoors and they come and visit. So kind of that we get a lot of kind of return guests from grandparents visiting, their kids and grandkids here.
Love it.
People needing a break from London for a weekend, a bit of respite. We've had sometimes kind of creatives who want to come down, like a writer wanting to finish his book and just kind of book for a week to have a bit of a retreat. So I think people love it because it is such a kind of green oasis here, but you're really in the heart of the town and easy access to the old town and the beach and the town and everything. And they love that, especially when people come down from the city, love the, we get so many comments there about the foxes and the squirrels. And
You're right in the middle of it here,
sat,
aren't you?
oh my God, we're sat on the balcony and all these foxes come past. Yeah, it's a really kind of feeling that you're in this quite wild place, but kind of accessible.
That's
So
what
is,
happened.
is it available all year round?
It's available all year, and in the kind of quieter months as well, I've kind of also let it out for just kind of creative workspace in the day. So when it's not kind of booked up for accommodation, we've had people like Bev or Frank have come up just needing a space to work in for the day if they need to kind of not be at home.
Beverly Harling and Frank Moon, so they're creatives and they play instruments and they want to come away.
They just need a space for the day, so that's kind of available as well in the quieter months as well, and it's not so busy with them.
And the Molly Winkers, who we interviewed last week, we got. Yes, I'm joining them. I'm going to be a Winkler. Yes, I know. I can't wait.
Coming to the show on Saturday.
I know. Yes. So they used your yes. They come and bounce about in your big room.
Yeah, we had workshops where we were trying out some costumes and things.
Made the costumes for them, so had them all up here and.
Gonna make mine.
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic. I think the whole ethos of this place is really. It feels like it comes very much from a heart place, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a one-liner to sort of sum it up? Do you know? Have you got
Got strap line.
a mission or whatever?
There's been
not really.
several over the years, I think.
What have we put on the website?
The one that springs to mind is Hidden on the Hill. That's one we use quite a lot because a lot of people, even though we've been here over 30 years, say, I never knew this place existed.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah,
It's not
really.
something you would pass
No.
unless you're on a dog walk or you got lost.
And that's sort of the beauty of it as well, though, isn't it? Because it's hidden, but it's also, it needs to be accessible as well. Because obviously, if you're running a business, you need to be able to get people here. But
that's
the
kind of
beauty
the
is
nice thing about it as well.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I experience it a lot because I run the front of house for Alf's Sundays, and we have people coming in all the time that are like, I had no idea you were here. This is amazing.
It's delicious, though,
so
isn't it?
special because it's
that's
like
right.
you always want to go to those places that are hard to find and kind of exclusive, exactly. And then for it to be
the
all
best things you
family
got
run.
work for, don't
You do. It's sensible shoes
they?
Yeah.
and a torch. If you're coming up here and if the light's a little bit poor, yes, you don't want to turn your ankle over up on that road on the way up.
But at least it's downhill on the way.
This
back.
is true. When
Yeah,
you're
that's
little and
true.
evening,
Maybe,
you've had a nice wine.
Yeah, you can roll down.
Definitely.
Maybe it's worth mentioning the book. The
She's so
Beacon.
good. You can stay. I think we can.
The Beacon Hastings. So you wrote this, Judy?
Yeah, me and Sarah did it.
Yeah.
It was just a way of putting down all the information that sort of flooded into us.
Yeah.
Because, all the students that were from the from European students from the 60s, they turn up on the door. Oh, we had such a good time here. And to
Fond memories.
To local people, say, oh yes, my mum used to clean here. And, but then the people who they put on little plays.
Yeah.
So all the people that were working here were also being creative.
Yeah.
And that just carries on.
It's in its DNA, isn't it, in this building?
It is actually.
I think it really does. It feels like it's in the brickwork. When you walk in here, you feel. To me, I'm going to be quite graphic. Makes me dribble, and I know that if I walk into a place and it has that kind of energy to it, my mouth waters. It's really quite strange. I'm not as bonkers as I sound, dear listeners. What was that, mate?
So Judy's running. Did you want to mention your sewing classes as well? Because that's another creative thing going on at the moment.
Yeah, that's when Sarah and I decided we weren't caterers anymore. So we withdrew when Alfie came here. I thought, well, what can I do?
Yeah.
I can do gardening when it's not raining.
Yeah.
And then Dexter, May's son, Dexter, my eldest grandson, said, oh, I hear you do sewing.
Yeah.
I want to make jeans.
I've seen his jeans.
And he had not sewn anything before, so he jumped right into the deep end.
Japanese
great.
denim.
Absolutely.
And having to use like 3 machines for just one pair of jeans, you know, overlocker, flatbed, and an industrial zigzag, so that he could personally number every pair. So we're on to 003, and he embroiders it.
Yeah.
With a machine.
I
It's
love
great.
it. They're great
Yeah.
jeans. They're really great jeans. They're really
And so
special.
you're teaching other people as well then?
Oh yeah.
So
So
you
did I mention that?
That's great.
So give us a rundown. You have the space is open to hire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have Sunday lunches and food is available.
Yeah, so it's Friday evenings, Saturday lunch, and Sunday lunch as well.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So Alfie, the guy that never stops smiling, which I can see that. It's
We
really
call him
good.
Alfie.
Alfie. You've got May, who's got the Airbnb, which is fantastic. You've got Dolly, who's got her
Screen print.
thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Flock and blister.
I'm doing this,
What's it called?
and then
Flock and blister.
flock and blister. Fantastic.
Oh,
That's your bit. Oh, I love that. All of this is available online. We can put all the things next door. So we've got 2 studios. We've got Dave. Who's in the middle?
So there's 3 studios,
Yeah.
including Dolly's. So we've got Dave Redding in the end, and then in the middle is Kazemi Noe, who you must go and see, because I've just seen Kazemi walk past in the most amazing outfit.
in costume.
So yeah,
I
I
love the
would really
costume.
like it if you'd just pop in and say
Makes you
hello.
smile.
I think that's it definitely makes
yeah.
you smile. They'll be here, so we can take a
Yes,
little,
please do.
we
Go
can
and have a
we
look.
can do a video because I'm in awe of them. Whenever they perform, they were with Curious Agenda. Oh my god! And I kept popping up everywhere, and I thought, oh my word, they did throw me a little bit, and I started to talk, and they went, we don't talk. And I went, no, we don't no one to talk to, and they went, no, and I carried on. It was really really funny, but so this is great. What a hub! What a hive of creative interest.
Can I say we've missed out Sid?
And Sid,
Well,
you
we
said
mentioned
Sid
him
the
earlier because he
gardener.
walked past. Yeah, so Sid lives up on the top floor. But he does a lot of work all on the ground.
Maintaining.
He grows stuff, he looks after the grass, he does loads and loads and loads of work.
Oh, is this the wilderness that isn't?
Yeah.
That's right. It was previously a wilderness.
Yeah. And he cultivated it.
So do you grow food here that you use?
Yeah, Sid's been giving me like anything that he kind of. We've actually been. It's a bit of a symbiotic relationship at the moment because he has stuff that he needs gone, to free up patch space, and then he gives me a creative outlet to good. Like
Oh, so
and
it's
he
like
knows stuff at
ready,
the
steady,
moment.
cook, where you go, right, you've
Yeah,
got this.
exactly that.
Now
It's
create
like, what can
something
I-
with it.
Where can I do like and it's the start of the summer, so he's got I know what's in his garden, and what I can use in a couple of weeks. So
4 billion courgettes.
A lot of zucchini.
Yeah.
I love that. That's fantastic. Where would we find you on the socials? You all have different socials?
Well, the Beacon Hastings is the kind of umbrella. So we've got a main website. Dolly actually does all of our branding. And then from there is Instagram, Facebook. So it's all linked up, basically. You'll be able to find us. Alfie's Supper Catering, it's all there.
Supper catering.
SUPPA.
Some people call it
Super sweet.
I love that. So you are hidden on the hill. That's what we're going to call this podcast.
Yeah,
We're going to call it Hidden on the Hill because I think that works really well.
And can you buy the book online, or do you get that in person?
You'd have to walk into the
You'd
bar.
have to come.
Yeah, that's
come
right.
in.
Yeah.
Come and
But
see us.
that's like the memory, of
Yeah, it's
I
got
had to write it down.
Yeah.
And how many copies? Is this one of?
limited edition.
It's this is edition number 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's constantly being revised.
Yes,
I
like
love that.
every decade.
Also, get this one quick, and then
Yeah.
otherwise you've got to wait 10 years.
That's right.
So, Judy, thank you for graciously handing over to Dora, because it sounds like a lovely handover. Dora and the family, en famille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Mm.
It's a fantastic thing you all do.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
you.
You're extraordinary. So here we are at the Beacon. I'm just like,
I don't want to go home.
I don't know. I was going to
I wanna
say,
live. Can I move in?
I've got, yes, I want to drag a case up the hill.
B&B's empty this week.
Oh!
There you go.
Everybody, so May's plugging.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you everybody at the Beacon.
That's been great.
Thank
Beacon
you.
High five. So, as promised, as we've had the Beacon family chatting away, which was lovely, sharing all their stuff. It's nice, isn't it? Isn't it a great place?
Beautiful. So relaxing.
It's
just-
serene, isn't
yeah,
it?
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
struggle with serenity, but my God, it's good here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think hearing May talk about using the space for writing, I think that
There we
would be a
are.
great place. I tend to go out to a little place near Tenterden, but maybe I'll come back here now.
See?
Yeah.
Because you're a Bexhillian.
Indeed, yeah.
The lovely Sam Davey we have.
Hello, everyone.
I know.
Hi.
Sam Davey, the chosen queen and other stories, I call you.
Yes, indeed.
I know, but you've done
Indeed.
other books. But
Yeah.
so I interviewed Sam last year at the Literary Festival. It was great fun. We had a lot of fun that day, didn't we?
Absolute
It was
blast.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And it feels like getting her back on, but you've not seen Sam Davey on this couch. So welcome, darling.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so
Oh.
pleased because I've got some quite exciting news and it's brilliant to be able to share it.
Tell us.
Well, people have probably heard that it's going to be a bit of a year for Norman heritage. We've got the Bear Tapestry
Yep.
coming to the UK.
Yep.
And Hastings Council put a call out for people who wanted to do something around Norman heritage. These are days where there isn't a huge amount of money, but they were able to give a little bit of money for people to do some work on this. And I really wanted to explore language. And I need to say at the beginning, I'm not an expert. I have an interest very much in English poetry and prose between 600 and 1500. But I'm not, I'm an amateur, not an expert. But I thought that
I think self-taught.
interest. Oh yes, I'm an autodidact.
You are. Oh,
Good one.
autodidact.
But I thought, as I'm interested in it, other people could be.
Yeah.
So what I'm wanting to do is to pull together an anthology of new writing, which is, its conceit is there will be 10 chapters and in total 66 pieces. So that's what I'm looking
Very
for. Poetry or prose, fiction or non-fiction. But the sort of inspiration is really around the way that language changed as a result of the Norman conquest. So there are some fascinating things. So things like no man's land, that phrase that we think of probably is associated with the First and Second World War, first appeared in the Domesday Book. So we wouldn't have that expression without the Domesday Book, without our Norman heritage. So many of our the language we use around law and government, so things like parliament, advocate, jury, all of those words are words that came to us through the French.
Yes.
But what's really fascinating is our Old English, which is very Germanic.
Yes.
With our the Norman conquest and the Norman conquerors being very much our new aristocracy, the language evolved. A lot of it became a combination of French and Latin.
Yeah.
But again, things changed over time, and it then became Middle English. We didn't become a French-speaking nation, but we absorbed that language. There are thousands of words that have either a very, very obvious French root, or if you look at them, you can see where the origins come from. And linguists recognise that it's probably about 30% of our current, what we would call the English language, has a French root, and the only root that's bigger than that is the Latin root. So I just thought it would be really interesting to think about that, thinking about it from the perspective of Hastings. So the 10 chapters have got things like fishing and the sea, castles, love, moon and magic. But to actually, in terms of the language, to think about this in terms of that heritage. And the other thing I plan to do is analyse all of the pieces that are published. So I'm not asking the authors to do this. I can do this, so that we can then look at it and actually say, out of these 66 pieces, 40% of the language used in these 66 pieces has come in entirely from that route. So it's a genuine positive way in which we can show our language evolved as a result of this.
This is evolution, because people think that the English language is just arrived. No. You say it really didn't. It evolved, and it's become a progressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Organic structure.
And it should. I mean, language needs to reflect the needs of the time. We need to have words. And I was somewhere and people were talking about that fake Welsh word poppity ping, which is the word that people think is a word for microwave. It isn't actually, but it's become such because it's what it's been called. Yeah. You know, you didn't need a word for microwave in the 1920s. No. But we have to respond to changing times. And I think it's also something that's really positive in terms of the way that we view our society. Our society should be inclusive, it should be collaborative.
Absolutely.
And
it should reflect that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's really interesting that we talk about, or some people might think about, this little England syndrome, but actually England, we are a melting pot.
And we always have been.
Exactly, and that is, I think, what is so special about English and this place that I love.
And we can celebrate that, can't we?
Yes, and this, I think that's what I'm hoping this project will do, is to look at the concept of how language has changed as a really positive thing that is about our own identity. And so what I'm hoping is that local people who actually maybe write already or might be inspired to write will get involved in this project.
So how do they do that?
Well, I'm running a series of workshops for people. They start, let me just quickly give you the dates, but these are available online. So they start on Monday the 15th of June.
Wow. Oh, next week.
Next week. And they continue through until the 8th of July.
Nice.
You don't have to attend all of them. Some people might want to, because if they feel that they'd like some support with their writing, they can come along and we can see how their pieces progress. Or if you just want to come along to find out a bit more about it, I'm going to be producing writing prompts for all of the different chapters, and a lot more information about some of the words that people may wish to use if they want to, but it's not constraining. The workshops are being held at the Maslow Housing Cooperative, number 5 Harold Place, which is very fitting.
It is.
Very
right
fitting.
in the middle of the town.
Absolutely.
Nice.
They're free to attend, they're fully accessible, and anyone is welcome. So it'd be great if people want to come to that. They can also get more information from emailing me, and I'll put that information up.
Lovely,
and they just need to find out a little bit more about the size of the pieces and the word count. The other thing I should say, which I'm really excited about, is we're going to be producing an anthology.
I was going to say, is it going to get published?
Lovely. And that will be launched at Hastings Week, which is great. But sneak preview, thank you Tim Barlow, who is now one of the directors of the Hastings Book Festival.
Yes.
We are also going to be having a sneak preview session of the work as part of the Hastings Book Festival. And there'll be a couple of events themed around the Norman conquest and 1066. And this will be an opportunity for people who've contributed to the anthology to read their work and share it with the wider public. So I'm really excited about that.
Sounds great,
doesn't it?
Yeah. When is the Hastings Book Festival?
It's the end of September.
It is the end of September.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure of what date this will be programmed on.
I have it, because we're going to be featuring in there, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, so that will be great.
This sounds absolutely, and it's so of its time. It's so needed right now.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the more people understand about our language, the less frightened they are. I mean, they can get in their corner and say, actually, it's an evolving, beautiful. It feels like a beating heart of our culture, our language. It's really important.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact that you're an autodidact.
I am. Yes.
You've
One
been
of my favourite words.
Before we go, the reason I had to interview you last year, which I had the absolute pleasure in doing, was to bring about The Chosen Queen, which was your second book, but the first in. Are they the Pendragon series?
The Pendragon Prophecies.
Prophecy,
Yeah.
I love that. Because people often say about the Arthurian, they call it the Arthurian legends, don't they? But you've come at it.
I tend to call them the Legends of Camelot because
Yes.
I'm coming at it from a feminist perspective. I want to tell the stories of the women.
Yeah.
And I also view it through a very different lens. I think more a psychological lens and a lens that is very strongly embedded in the sort of socio-economic
and relationships.
and absolutely relationships.
Yeah. So you've taken it from a different view, whereas when you work it from the guys, it's conquering, fighting, overcoming, and whereas yours is from a very different standpoint. And in your hand, darling, in your hand, there's the camera. We have Sisters and the Sword.
Oh, is that the new one?
Yes, this it comes out in a few days' time in the States. It won't actually be available in the UK until August, and it'll be available as a book, as an audiobook, and also as an e-publication. And I obviously. My publishers created it, but they have done such a beautiful job,
haven't they?
The cover.
I thought the first cover was
stunning,
and now the second cover. My goodness!
And this is
whose story is this?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
So this is the story. The first book ends with the birth of Arthur.
Yeah.
So he's a tiny baby. This starts 20 odd years later. It tells the story primarily of Morgan and Morgause, who are Arthur's older sisters. And in terms of the Camelot timeline, it begins about a year before that sword is famously pulled from the stone.
What a great way to approach the Pendragon prophecy. I love this so much. Now, how many more are there?
Another 3.
3.
Yeah. So I'm.
You're already started.
Yeah. I'm about 50,000 words into book 3, which I've got to try and finish by September to meet my deadlines. And then there's 2 more to come after that.
Good Lord, woman, you're just like a powerhouse.
I try.
Yeah, you succeed. Dolly, thank you. So where do we find you on the socials?
So I'm on Instagram as Sam Davey Author.
Yeah.
You can find me on Facebook just as me, Sam Davey.
Yeah.
And then my website is called Rough Magic, which is a quote from The Tempest, which is my favourite Shakespeare. So yeah, Sam Davey, Rough Magic.
I love that. Oh.
Really good. Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, particularly the feminist angle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, there seems to be a lot of writers doing that at the moment. I think there was one about Troy. And, and there's and I suppose Margaret Atwood's one about the Odyssey.
Yes.
Feminist telling. So yeah, it's really, it's
You're
interesting.
on trend, darling.
Yeah, we never hear about it.
Well, I think it's that women have
Much
always
needed.
have always played a part in these stories, but frequently they've not been the narrator. They've not had any agency, and so I think it's really interesting. And a lot of great writers. I mean, Natalie Haynes, people like Margaret Atwood, Penelope Lively, Pat Barker, Madeleine Miller, looking at these stories. And I must admit, when I started to write them, I got a lot of pushback from agents saying, do you have to tell the Celtic ones? Can't you do the Greeks? And I said, no, I've just given you a list of people who are already doing the Greeks. They are brilliant female writers.
Yes, you don't need to keep reinventing that wheel.
No, but I want to tell the Celtic stories.
I love that.
And I'm delighted and privileged to be able to do so.
I love that because it's a massive corner. Well, it's a cornerstone of from a feminist perspective.
And the research must have been quite hard as well, though, because I imagine the stories aren't told.
It's not only are they. The women are footnotes. There's also so many different variations. And this is where my interest in the language comes in, because what's fascinating, the first collective stories, which is found in Geoffrey of Monmouth's book, The History of the Kings of Britain, which came out in the 12th century, was entirely sponsored by Harold's descendants. It's very much Norman propaganda.
Yeah.
And after that, nearly all of the subsequent work is French and written in the French language. People like Chrétien de Troyes, you've got women there, you've got Marie de France. But they all tell the same story in a different way.
Yeah.
And that gives you a lot of flexibility because you can choose, but it also means you've got to, there's a lot to read
Of course.
to get to the bottom of, because you have the same story told with different characters by different people, and you think, oh, who actually was that?
But I know you. I know that when we sat down, because I'm aware we've got to round up, and I know time. Ooh, I hate the constraints, because we've got to have you back and do an unpack. I think because this is a plug, but I think we need to unpack. We do proper Sam Davey, because of your years of being of the work that when you've worked for different organisations, August, which we will discuss at another time, that research is something that you absolutely love, and you love to deep dive, don't you?
Absolutely. Yes.
And for those reasons, these books are fantastic. You're a very, very clever storyteller. You really paint pictures for me as an autistic woman. I love the fact that you illustrate everything. You're really good at what you do. I can smell the fire. I can feel the fabrics. And that's not a womanly thing. That just makes me very aware of how you tell stories, and they're sumptuous and they're
so
hard.
kind of you, Patsy.
But instead of it thrashing through, yes, we get that, we understand that, but I want to sit around and hear what actually happens on the day to day, and you're very good at that.
Oh, thank you.
No, you're just superb. You're riveting, absolutely. Bless you, darling. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So good luck with the course and everything that comes in it. All the people, I'm sure. What's the uptake like?
Well, we only launched it yesterday, but I've had people actually already contacting me, people who would love to collaborate. I've had a few people sending in, so I'm really excited, and I think it's something that I think a lot of the creatives in Hastings will love, but it's also an opportunity for people who've never written before.
Absolutely.
But really would like to get something.
Just
throw
your hat in the ring.
Yeah.
So when this goes out, you can send this far and wide, and this explains it, and then whoever comes.
Brilliant.
They're meant to be, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Sam David.
Thank you.
Our town has plenty. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you, darling.
Thank
Bless your heart.
you.
Oh, wow, what a show.
That was really good.
I
I really
know.
enjoyed my first one.
You're fantastic. I know. See, we have a feeling, don't we, ladies and gentlemen, and people in the environs, about whether someone's going to be a good fit.
Oh.
Have you enjoyed it?
I've really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been great.
You're amazing.
Really, really good.
I love it. You're so natural.
Oh, thanks.
I know.
I'm a natural.
You're a natural, darling. I'm a natural. She
Yeah.
says I'm a natural.
Yeah.
No, it's great. So we had the Beacon
Yeah.
and all the lovely family, the Beacon family, which is great.
Yeah. I want to be in their family.
I know.
So yeah,
They're
it's
so
really cool
accommodating,
and
aren't they?
nice, and I know.
Creative.
Yeah.
Alfie cooks.
Yeah.
What's
amazing.
there not to love?
I know.
I know.
Perfect.
They're amazing. Just fantastic. So check that out this week. And then the lovely Sam Davey talking about the Norman. So her project's all about the language, that our language has been influenced by the Normans.
Yeah, when she said about no man's land, I wondered if it was a Norman's land.
Yeah.
That was the origin. But I thought, well, I won't say because it might sound stupid.
No,
But it could be.
I wouldn't think that'd be
Who
stupid.
knows?
You'll have to read the book.
I'll have to read the book.
We'll have to unpack.
I'll Google it. No,
We'll
I'll
have to
read the book.
unpack it. We'll
Yes.
have to unpack it
Yeah.
because she's great. And Sam, she says, oh, you can't shut me up.
Yeah.
But she's so full of information. She's such a deep diver.
Yeah.
And when you start, we had a time constraint on this interview, and they said, we've only got this. And I spent my entire time with my hand on the couch looking, going, I can't believe we've only got 2 minutes.
Oh, I know.
But because she's so knowledgeable, I love her very much. Thank you, Sam Davey. Thank you, everybody. It's been a lovely Wednesday, hasn't
It
it?
really has. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout-outs this week. You've got a shout-out, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm doing something.
You are?
Yeah. I write with a friend called Joan Taylor Rowan. She's a very good writer. She does workshops in Hastings and St Leonards. And yeah, we do a story evening sort of every 4 months, or when we get round to writing some stories.
Yeah. She's also a tailor.
She's brilliant. I mean, she's everything.
She is everything.
She's a polymath.
She is a polymath.
Yeah. And so we're doing that at Mike's on the 25th of June. Tickets will be available once we've done a flyer for it, so it's all a bit last minute.
Sixth one, isn't it?
Yeah, 6-1. Yeah, we did a sort of Christmas special, and then we've done 4 others. So
Fantastic.
yeah, it's good, and it's a nice intimate venue at Mike's. So and our stories are sort of funny, serious, sad. So we do 3 each.
I
So
love
yeah,
that.
it's a good
I love that.
it's a good evening.
I love that.
So that's a couple of weeks.
So we'll put the link up for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. You get your own shout out.
I know. I didn't even realise.
So going through this week, lots to tell you. Kim, Duke and Raj Deb. We talked about last week where Kim and Raj have joined forces and they needed sous chefs and kitchen porters, but their door is now open on KISMET.
Oh, yes.
I know. So they're at the SEADOG. So Rob has moved on and now it's Kim and Raj in the SEADOG. So TONKA and Three Souls in a Bowl, joint forces. They have Sunday roasts happening. They've got some lovely stuff. Miso and mustard cured roast beef. Ooh,
sounds nice.
I know, French trim pork loin crackling and apple sauce. Rotisserie chicken with garlic. Anyway, kids sizes as well.
Yeah, vegan stuff by the looks of it.
Vegan stuff. They absolutely courgette flowers, so they cater. And the puddings, salted chai peanut ice cream sandwich. And something that I thought straight away, miso caramel banana roti.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I mean,
That's me. They're sold.
I know. Salty and sweet.
And
Oh,
I know, it's got
nice.
everything. It ticks all my boxes.
Yeah.
So that's made me hungry. Patsy, don't have a growly tummy. Then we've got Sarah J. Morris, the Sisterhood. So shout out for her. This Friday, she's at the Con Club in LEWES. So a woman very, very close to my heart, a fellow ginger. She's celebrating the Sisterhood Sisterhood 2. So go along and see her. She's great. She's on tour. And go and see the lovely Sarah Jane. I missed my big thing with her this weekend, which was the Phenomenal Women. I was too poorly to go. I couldn't sing and I couldn't even show up. This weekend, so Saturday, we will be donning orange. We'll be wearing orange to be the Hands of Hope. 5 o'clock for the Refugee Project, Buddy Project, who we were with last week. So from Dove, which is opposite TK Maxx, at the back end by the Jimmy Riddle statue on the seafront, on the prom, meet there or anywhere along as far as the RNLI. So it goes right the way along the beach.
Yeah.
Wear orange, hold hands, because there will be a drone taking photographs at 6 o'clock. So come along and be lovely. Come along and be lovely and support them.
Yeah, and that's about welcoming refugees.
Yeah,
Basically anyone's
Hands of
welcome.
Hope. Yeah,
Just showing,
anybody.
yeah.
Absolutely. Show support. It's really good. Date for your diary. Chantelle, Duncan and Tim May. If you haven't seen these two together, he plays guitar and vocals, she sings. It's just a lovely combination at Barnaby's. So that's on next Friday. So Friday the 26th at 8:30. Go and see your chanteuse from the Mudworks and other stories. Yeah, I love her very much. Also, Jazz Hastings, which used to be at the Angling Club, closed its doors after 2 decades.
Oh,
I know,
didn't know that.
but it's moved
Oh,
into Barnaby's.
Oh, nice venue.
Yeah, nice venue.
Yeah.
Long and thin as opposed to wide.
Mm.
So so there'll be more to share, but so from September the new home of Jazz Hastings will be Barnaby's. So there's a summer break, so they've got time to acclimatise, and off they pop. So and they've got a brand new Yamaha. No, it's not brand new. It's a Yamaha U3 coming on Friday. Industry standard, upright, piano, gifted, to support the next chapter in jazz. So well done, Barnaby, for stepping in and supporting that. I love that. If you're into the football, it's the World Cup, as we know. Jamie Diath got in touch and he said, Pat, can you do a shout out? Yes, darling, always. So he's got gigs. He's very involved with St Leonards Church, the church market, and he's going to be putting on big screen games. The games which are the 17th of June, the 23rd of June and the 27th, Croatia, Ghana and Panama. So you can book a front seat for £3.
Oh, that's good.
What can you get for £3? A sarnie?
Yeah, not even that.
Not even that.
No,
No.
that's
A
bargain.
cheap cup of coffee. So you can book yourself a front row seat, or you can go in and stand for free. So there'll be beer on tap, And Amanda is going to be providing loaded chili hot dogs and nachos.
Not me.
Not you?
No.
You're not a chili hot dog woman?
Not Amanda.
Oh, no, not you, Amanda. This is true.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm
no.
not,
No.
Someone else, another Amanda.
It's another Amanda.
Another
There is room for Amanda.
Yeah.
They are many.
Oh, that'd be nice watching football in a church.
I know. Well, guys like to do things together, don't they?
Well, I quite like a sort of communal football thing.
Do you?
I quite enjoy it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there we are. So
like
get yourself down there.
Yeah.
It'll be raucous, I would imagine, but a lot of fun. Lots of, when they score a goal, beer goes in the air, but it's all moppable in St Leonards Church. Chimer. Rack's a Chimer fan. We're Chimer fans, actually, aren't we? Chimer. We like Chimer. Harry Osborne and his chums. They're at the Piper for their 7th birthday. So they have Stromerville-on-Sea, which is a high-energy grassroots festival that they have for the one day. So it's an all-dayer. So they're on, the whole festival's 4 p.m. till 2 a.m. in the Piper on the corner of Norman Road. They also have Silver Wing Killer and Y, as in the letter. So they're here. So one's a Manchester duo, and Y come from a wonky genre bending. Thank you, darling. I'm looking at it. So is that gender bending?
South London.
It's from South London.
South London.
I know.
Mm.
So they're well known for their massive grooves. So yes, get on down to Chimer. There's a marble carving course. I know.
That sounds good.
I know.
What are the compounds?
Yeah.
I've never been to the compound.
Go to the
but
compound.
I know.
They're lovely. Simon and Carol. They're amazing. It's a great venue. We did one, so look in the archive. We're on top of the bus, ladies and gentlemen. Go and check it out. So yes, so they've got there's 2 spaces left. If you fancy, it's maximum people that can come off 4. So they've sold 2, so they have 2 available. Wednesday 24th, Thursday 25th of June, 10 till 3. We'll leave all the details for you to check that out.
It says you get a small block of the finest Carrara marble from the
I
same
know.
quarry that Michelangelo took his David statue.
It's just
Worth it for that.
Worth it just for the piece of marble, isn't it?
Yeah,
What a
crikey.
talking piece for dinner. You can
Yeah.
I've got some from Michelangelo's David. Splendid. Sonic World Building. So this is put on by Soundcraft, a local creative setup. They're here in town. Sound for Stories. So they have what's called an expanding sound design one-day workshop. I'm struggling with my words today, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. It's because I have a chest infection and I'm a bit sort of wobbly. So Sonic World Building, expanding sound design one-day workshop. So this is at Eagle House, the newly opened fantastic building on Cambridge Road. I love that. So they've got Saturday, the 20th of June, next Saturday, 11 till 4. It's a masterclass. So there are 2 people, Arlie Adlington and Tullis Rennie. Tullis Rennie lives locally, he's a trombonist. But Arlie Adlington is coming in from London. He does lots of work at the Barbican. So they've got this wonderful workshop. I would recommend you look because anyone who wants to get behind sound, we take it for granted, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Our ears do all the work. But if you're trying to make something sound good on a microphone, it's a very special skill. As my husband will lay testament to. So Soundcraft is run by Jodie Taylor, Lucia Scazocchio, who I love very much, and Lucy Dearlove. So they put on some of the best workshops. They're really, really, really clever. XMTR audio. So they're brilliant. Southern Lights. Judy Hirsch got in touch with me because Simon, her husband, is in Southern Lights. They're jazz musicians. They're playing together at the Pump House in the Park this Sunday, 12:30, to get there early, get some food down here, because the food there is spectacular.
Yeah,
You've
food's
been?
amazing. Food's amazing. The weather's going to be nice. As well.
Yes,
It's going
it
to be
is.
sunny.
It's going to be
Forecast
sunny.
is good.
Absolutely.
Mm.
So you've got Roland, Jack, Andy, Luke, and Simon all play together. It's very relaxed jazz they put themselves down as. I think they're really good. Yeah, so go along. They're going to be on the terrace, which I like very
Yeah,
much.
perfect.
I'm fumbling like a bad newsreader from the 60s.
Yeah. Shuffling your papers.
Summer picnic concert at Fairlight. Now, this isn't until the 5th of July, but the tickets are selling fast, so I'm putting it out there. The gardens are open at Fairlight Hall at 12 noon, and Hastings International Piano Competition prize winner, 21-year-old Ukrainian Roman Fedyuko, alongside 3 outstanding young scholars from the Lang Lang International Music Foundation. Know Lang Lang, don't you?
Yeah.
He does the piano.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
He's brilliant.
He
Yeah,
is
he is
fantastic.
really good. That'd be
So-
nice actually, because it's if it's outdoors and you
Yeah.
can bring a buffet.
I know. You can
Picnic.
take.
I don't know. Bring,
I used to be a
buffet?
Glyndebourne woman
Mm.
back in the day. It's another husband in time. But you could go to Glyndebourne, take your picnic.
Mm.
We used to take a candelabra.
Did you?
I know. How
Excellent.
effective was that? But it's good. So you can think Glyndebourne but local.
Yeah.
Treat yourself to their delicious 2-course buffet. You can have that on the terrace. Take wine and of course cheese. So it's 2.5 hours long with a long interval. There's a 45-minute interval. But this will be a beautiful experience, and Fairlight Hall is wonderful.
Yeah, and that's when you can eat, I suppose. 45 minutes, you can get a
Yes,
buffet,
you
you
could.
can eat some.
You either eat
have some
before,
nice
eat
food.
after, whatever. It's lovely. So smashing. So this guy got in touch, Mark Nicholas, and lots of my improver friends got in touch and said, promote this guy's course.
Yeah.
So are you thinking of going?
I was thinking of going. I used to, because it's a stand-up thing, isn't it?
It is
It's
a stand-up
Yeah,
thing.
and I used to do stand-up a long time ago.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I did a course and it was brilliant. It was the best thing because you basically just hone 5 good minutes
Yeah.
of material, because otherwise if you're writing jokes, you think they're funny, but you never really get to try them out until you do it in front of an audience. And this was great because you got feedback from the other comedians. Yeah, it was brilliant. And then you got a 5-minute set, and it was this sounds exactly like what I was doing.
It is that.
few
It's
years ago.
definitely, yeah, it's 6 week. It's a 6-week course. Starts on the 25th of June to the 6th of August. Mark Nicholas, who has, he's accolade, this guy's got accolade after accolade. So he's a workshop lead and comedian. He's 7.5 years he's been in comedy, but he's also autistic, which I find absolutely delightful. I love it when an
Probably a
autistic
huge
comedian-
advantage in
Yeah,
comedy as well, because your mind is really quick
Yeah.
and you can sort of move from one thing to another. And,
Absolutely. They definitely work absolutely in the moment. So have a look at this. So not only is this man skilled, he's won lots of awards. Comedy Store winner, West End New Act of the Year, Keep Fringe Award winner, Develop Your Own Creative Practice Award winner. He's done loads. Disability champion. Good for you, Mark. I love this. So this course will include warm-up, improv, being performance ready, finding your funny how, basic joke writing, rule of 3, puns, subverting expectations, storytelling, public speaking skills, which we all think we're good at until we get in front of an audience and it's like, yeah. Then you get 5 minutes of stand-up comedy alongside a professional comedian.
that sounds good.
How lovely.
Yeah.
So good for him. I'm loving that. So it's happening. Where is it happening? At the Stade. I want to say the Stade. Am I looking
Yeah, I
at this
think
right?
I did see the Stade, but
I
can't
did
it
see
on
the
here.
Stade and I can't find it now. So I'm sure because it's wheelchair accessible.
Yeah.
So if you put your deposit down and then you've secured your place. Good for you, Mark.
That'd be great. I mean, that because I think there's one thing that Hastings doesn't have a lot of: comedy clubs. I mean, it has a lot of comedians, but it doesn't have a lot of opportunities to perform. So I think hopefully he'll be setting a precedent. with
You have just given me the most beautiful segue.
Oh.
I thank you. Because, just briefly, I need to do a bit of a review. Because it was the Hastings Comedy Festival for the week, last week. And Jake and Chris worked so hard. They've been doing this for 11 years. And this year they had over 100 acts, 90 shows, 16 venues, over 7 days, and he said, I got 11 hours sleep.
Oh, I can imagine.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Chris. You work so hard. They're brilliant. They sold 2,600 tickets
Blimey, that's good.
for a week.
That's amazing.
But everywhere was heaving.
They had a good, really
So-
really good lineup. Though.
They did have a really good lineup.
Mm.
They had so many. I've got my programme in front of me, and Rosie Jones,
Tony Law.
Tony Law. Oh, he was
He's
hilarious.
hilarious. I love him.
We went and
He's
saw
hilarious.
him. We saw him at Oscars, and he made us cry with laughter. He's just so funny. We see Tony every year when he comes in, but it was just fantastic. You saw Aidan Jones, didn't you? The pianist.
He was really good.
He did
Really,
some
really good.
Chopin with storytelling, didn't he?
Yeah.
But Australian guy. So, and I want to see him. So
Yeah, I saw the RH Experience.
they're brilliant.
They're
aren't they?
really good.
They
yeah,
were really
improv.
funny.
Really good.
We like them a lot.
Mm.
Speechless had their maiden voyage, didn't they? So
Yeah.
our local gang. So Chris said we are the largest grassroots comedy festival in the UK.
Oh.
The biggest comedy festival is Leicester. So we are the largest grassroots. How lovely is that? Keep going, guys. Keep going. So we were lucky enough. We went and saw Laura Duncan Clark, didn't we? We went to support Laura, local homegrown talent we love. That was her third gig, and she played at the Piper on Sunday lunchtime in the Hastings Acts open mic, which was fantastic. So it was a really great set, Laura. Really good material. Her pace is marvellous, which a lot of people struggle with is pace. But it was lovely. She said she was nervous. You would never know, would you? When we saw her,
No.
she was superb, wasn't she? She did lots of mum jokes, and her mum was sitting there, lovely mum, just sitting there in the audience.
Oh, that's nice.
But it was brilliant. It was really good. So I loved it. So after that, we stayed for the Norman Awards, which is the newcomers. And we saw my favourites. I picked my favourites, and they were Joe DaCosta, who came first. Yes.
Oh.
So Barry Matthews came second, and
And just to say, I think Chris is working on trying to get Joe DaCosta to come back.
oh, that'd be great.
To do
He's
that
great.
thing
He's
at
got a
White
guitar.
Rock.
He's
Yeah.
very, very funny, really clever stuff. And he had a feminist twist, which I loved. And third place was our local talent, Max Geddes. We saw Max at the Palmarama the week before, so we were really happy to see Max, and he won an award. Good for you. And we ended the week because I was ill, so I couldn't go to any of the gigs as such. I popped out to see Tony Law and then popped back in again. But we saw Barry Ferns. Now, if you see this guy, he talks about his story, which is starting in comedy as a 15-year-old in stand-up. And then he does this thing called My 7 Years as Lionel Richie. Now, he's finished this now. He finished it on Sunday. It was his last performance. But my God, this man is an incredible storyteller. He's very funny. He was comparing on Sunday, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But what a phenomenal guy to watch perform. But he's such a good storyteller, and how he does it on this very high octane way. It's just so superb. But he struggled because trying to get to gigs as a young man, trying to get established, and he was broke and he was bankrupt and he did all this, and then there was a change. Something changed, and he now runs the Angel Comedy Club in Islington, where he puts on all new talent, and it's a great place. And now he headlines all of the best comedians in the world.
Oh, brilliant.
I know,
That's
from this
amazing.
guy that came. It's a proper rags to riches story. So somewhere I'm hoping it's been recorded. But my word, what a great way to end the week. Thank you, Chris and Jake, for bringing it. Thank you, Barry, for bringing your story. It was just a lovely week. So and thank you for coming in and
No,
doing
thank you for
this.
having me.
Are you
It's
coming
been
back?
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah,
if
you
you'll
have
have
to.
me.
Oh,
Yeah, Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
She's great.
It's been really good.
You're a perfect co-host.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So everybody, this goes out Thursday or Friday this week. We've given ourselves an extra day. Rack's looking at me going, thank you. And we're going to take a couple of weeks off because we really, really need it. And we're going to just regroup, and then we're going to be back with, I'm hoping I know there's some people in the pipeline which you will love. One of which I'm hoping is going to be Dan and Neil of Zero Arts.
Oh, yeah,
I
that'd be
know.
good.
So we've got Bottle Alley Art Market, which I always call Battle Abbey, Bottle Alley Art Market, and their new studios, and other things to do with Bottle Alley because it's very exciting news.
Oh, there's so much stuff coming up though,
I
as
know.
usual. I mean, it's like
There's so much.
yeah, even if you miss 2 weeks, you're just going to miss
I know.
so much stuff.
I
going
know.
on.
Give me guilt. I now have everything else,
I know.
including guilt.
No. You
So-
deserve a break.
Oh no, we do, and we'll be back all fresh and lovely in a fortnight. So in 3 weeks we'll be back. Rack's looking at me going, no, 2 weeks off. So we will love you and leave you. Everybody in our town has plenty land, and we will ding ourselves out. So darling, bring your coffee cup to your
yes.
paw, and we're gonna. Our town has
Plenty.
Woo!